Alright, what's up, guys? Matt's Undisputed Top 5. So, first off, just to get it out of the way, Pitt, 2-week ban for losing to the Browns. Lewin, I'm a fair guy. Alright, number 5, it's going to be Minnesota. I was pretty critical on them when they went on a 2-game skid. I think very fairly so. That being said, they've righted the ship. 4 straight wins. Darnold looked great last game, 330, 2 touchdowns. Jordan Addison, fantastic game. I think it was 160 in the air. I loved him at USC. I'm glad to see that he's being utilized more in the offense. Aaron Jones looked great on the ground, and defense has been holding up for the most part, even though it seemed like Minnesota was doing everything they could to lose that game at the end there against Chicago. 4, it's going to be Philly. Paul, Philly's here to stay. Saquon. I mean, I don't know what else I could possibly say there. He's playing out of his mind. Julian, I won't make too many comments about you guys picking Daniel Jones over Saquon. That'll be the only one. Yeah, if Saquon keeps playing like this, Hurts keeps turnovers down, keeps executing on those 4th and 1s, 4th and 2s. The defense playing fantastic under Fangio. Philly can go far. My only knock on them is they haven't really played anybody. I mean, the Commanders, right? I'm high on the Commanders. That was a good win. They have the Ravens and the Steelers coming up. Those are going to be the 2 prove-it games for Philly. They need to take one of, if not both of those, if they're going to be a serious Super Bowl contender. Number 3, it's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs. Haven't really looked that impressive for a 10-1 team. Kind of reminds me of the 11-0 Steelers. Was that 2 or 3 years ago now? But I'm also just not worried about them. You know, I think the fact they're not playing up to their best it's more frightening than it is damning. You know, Hopkins seems to be a great addition, and I just know come postseason, Patrick's going to do what Patrick does, and he's going to ascend to a whole nother level. We've all seen it. There's no reason to believe it's not going to happen again. But I can't move him higher than the 2 teams above them, just based on how those other 2 teams are bowling. Number 2, it's going to be the Buffalo Bills, who just recently beat the Chiefs. Josh Allen's playing fantastic. We talked a little bit about this in the chat. He is seeing the field so much better. You know, when you lose a marquee receiver like Stephon Diggs, there's a lot of concern that production is going to drop off. But there's also the psychological factor of Josh Allen no longer saying, I need to get the ball. I need to get the ball to Stephon. I need to find Stephon. I need to feed Stephon. Stephon's got a big ego, needs the ball all the time. I get it. Pretty common for receivers. But now he's seeing the field. He's making his reads. He doesn't care who the ball's going to so long as they're open. And that's very apparent in his turnovers. He's only got, I believe, 5 interceptions to 18 touchdowns this year. He's also running more effectively and efficiently. And the defense looks good. Only let up 214 points this year. Buffalo's got a squad. You know, I don't know that I'd pick them against Kansas City if they meet in the playoffs. Probably wouldn't. But, you know, if there was a year that it was going to happen, this looks like it could be it. Number 1, I don't think it's going to surprise anybody. It's going to be the Detroit Lions. Unbelievable what they're doing this year. The turnaround they've had under Dan Campbell. I remember people laughing at him being hired. So happy for him. Happy for the city. David Montgomery, man. Ooh. God, that guy's balling. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Goff. They'll go as far as Goff takes them. I like Goff. He's a solid quarterback. Sometimes he implodes. That worries me. But the defense is playing fantastic even after a devastating early injury to Hutchinson. They've got 6 wins by double digits, and 3 of those are by at least 38 points. It's a fantastic football team, man. That's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.